Okay, stream is running. Everyone should be happy from now on, hopefully. And I guess, are you ready to start this?
Uh, yeah, I guess so.
Sweet, we'll start at the 2 minute mark. Greetings, guys, gals, and ghoulies, and welcome to episode 236 of the Gamesmen. The Gamesmen here to play roles. I'm going to play a role your host. I'm Amherst89, and with me today I got, sounding to me a little bit Skypey, Dan.
Yeah, not sure why. I think I really need to reinstall Windows. Should
Yeah.
fix everything.
The stream's going to
I
be a
just
little
can't be
bit,
asked.
yeah, the stream's going to be a little bit with, well, it depends how it runs. But, I sound good on the stream finally. Woo! Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, that was a few hours we spent at stupid o'clock in the morning for me.
Yeah, trial and error. But, hey, it worked, so I'm happy. Dan, how's your week been?
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty much the same as most other weeks, really. Nearly finished building my first RC plane, which is cool, but I can't get it to actually bind properly with the controller. So all the flaps and everything work, but the motor doesn't. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain. I have a new part for it coming, but it's coming from China. So I might start flying with the seaplane, which I think's arrived. So
Nice.
could be fun.
Yes.
I got myself a weighted blanket to see if that helps with anxiety and sleep, and I have been sleeping better. I haven't been getting to sleep any better, but been having better sleep with this really heavy blanket. It feels like it's got sand in it. It's got like loads of squares all over it that are sewn up, and then there's
Now, is it really
uh,
warm?
no, it's just really heavy.
I
It's
kind
cotton
of
on
like the
both
term
sides,
really heavy.
and it's 11 kilograms.
Mm-hmm.
So it it feels like sand in each of these little pockets, but it's a hypoallergenic, non-toxic, sandy feeling thing. It just feels like tiny little beads of like sand, grains of sand. Um,
Interesting.
but yeah, it's really heavy, but I have been sleeping really well with it, so pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Other than that, pretty normal. How's your week been?
Uh, Working. I mean, literally, I've basically only watched TV this week. All week. That's all I've done. Um, well, so I guess I'll do that, and then I don't know if we'll be talking about stuff together or not. I haven't watched any movies that I can think of, but I have watched a lot. Well, I've finished technically the three things I have in here. I've finished all of them, but not exactly. So Daredevil season 3. Did you finish it?
No, not yet.
Uh,
I've still got. I think I'm about halfway through.
mm,
Um,
it's good. It's a really good season. This one, which
yeah.
sucks because then Luke Cage and Iron Fist got canceled. But I guess since I guess Punisher and Jessica Jones finished up already, we're gonna get season 2 of Punisher and then season 3 of Jessica Jones. Um, but who knows what happens after that? Uh,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get another episode, another series of Daredevil. It seems like Netflix is kind of trying to move away from the whole Marvel thing.
well, apparently it's the amount to make the episodes and then paying the actors and because I guess how they did it these last all these seasons that they made is they buy episodes in bulk because they save money on it. Um,
Yeah,
so it's I guess it doesn't make sense for them to do it, but there the other video that the guy put up was about the the performance over the past like 2 seasons, like the interest that's happened in them, and Luke Cage and like Iron Fist like just went plummeted. It was just like horrible. Um, but yeah, that kind of sucks. But I guess Jessica Jones warranted a third season because it didn't do too bad on its second season. So I'm pretty sure Jessica Jones is still going to be done. I think they can keep going with Daredevil just because Daredevil's like been their best just overall. And yeah, hopefully with season 3 they see like the ratings and stuff for it, and I guess they use subscribers and like how many people have streamed it in the that month or however they're doing it. But yeah, it was really interesting looking at the like charts that they have for it, since Netflix can monitor literally everything because it's their service, so they can just see what everybody's watching all the time and what to keep, what to get rid of, I guess. So yeah, that's all been fun to learn about. That's another thing. I've been watching a lot of different videos of stupid stuff about Marvel and all that. I don't know. I've just been watching a ton of videos this week instead of playing games. But the other thing I've watched the entirety of is Lore. I'm guessing you didn't even start it yet.
No, I haven't started it yet.
Yeah, I watched all of them, and I kind of don't like it because he doesn't narrate any of it. It's literally just watching an episode, and like they're explaining it through like doing everything and whatnot. Like you can kind of figure out what's happening and everything, but it was always, I don't know, because I love the podcast so much and how he explains everything that's going on. Well, they had to kind of explain it without somebody explaining it to you. So maybe you have to do more research on your own for these ones. But the last episode was really interesting. I don't really want to talk about it. That's all. That's the only one that's technically narrated, but it's not narrated by Aaron Mahnke. It's by the character that's in it, which was really interesting because I didn't know anything about this guy. But yeah, so Lore had a good season, but I don't know, it felt weird that it didn't have him actually doing any narration, so we'll see how it does because of that. Who knows if we'll get a season 3 of that. But I guess the last thing I'm going to talk about is I watched Castlevania season 1. Because I wanted to go back and go through it because it only took an hour and a half at the most. But season 2 has eight episodes. I'm like, woo! They done with it. But God, that last episode with the demon and the priest, and if you haven't watched it yet, well, fuck you. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. I just love it's like, we love you. Let me give you a kiss. And like, just fucking horrible and great. And then talking about the goat fucking in like episode, what's that 2? No, I think it was the end of episode 1, whenever that happens. Talking about the goat fucking and the sheep fucking, and I'm like, why? Oh God.
That is a cool series, interesting series.
Yeah,
at the very least.
I did notice going back to it again. I was like, the animation was not that great. Like them walking and stuff. Like the fight things that they did were cool, but them actually just walking through this town or whatever, like they just don't move right, and it just felt weird. So I'm hoping that they had a bigger budget to do better animation and stuff. And hopefully better fight scenes and stuff. But yeah, I want to start that up. Did you watch any of that, or did I put Castlevania in?
I've watched the first 3 episodes of season 2, I think.
Okay. Is it good so far?
The beginning comes with a nice little recap.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Yay! Well, at least I'll get a recap too. Or I can skip over it, whatever.
And yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm enjoying it. I don't want to spoil anything. Because you haven't seen any of that yet. So, yeah, it's good. If you like stuff about vampires and anime, then it's probably going to be right up your street. But start with
Especially
season 1.
Vampire Hunters.
Yes.
So, or Castlevania in general. I mean, there you go. But yeah, well, okay, so that's it for TV and stuff. And okay, so you listen to this. Did you listen to both episodes, or just the first one like I did?
I think I fell asleep listening to the second episode because I was very tired.
Yeah, but they went over the Iceman. What was his name? Uh,
Richard,
Kuklinski? Was that it?
yeah,
Okay.
Kuklinski.
Yeah. So, well, we listened to the episodes of last podcast on the left that had him in it. How did you feel about this?
Yeah, pretty cool. Some little bits that they didn't really touch on our podcast on Lift. Pins, we should probably say, is a new um, podcast. Um, so it's got great, production, like all of their videos no, all their podcasts tend to, and they're focusing on basically people high up in gangs and the mafia and things like that. The guys right at the top.
Well, the thing that I
Kinski,
found weird was he's not like a kingpin himself. I was like, oh, why are they doing him?
yeah, because yeah, with him it's tricky because he's Polish and not Italian. He could never be in the mafia, but that did mean that he could freelance for any of the different families, and that was pretty cool. And
And
he
kill a
ended
lot
up,
of people.
yeah, I mean um, his first murder was at like, the age of 12, apparently, where he beat a neighbor kid to death for bullying him. So yeah, I mean, he had one of there's like the trifecta of things that you look out for if someone's going to be a psychopath or a serial killer. There's wetting the bed, arson, and then uh, torturing and killing animals. And he kind of it was mainly the animal things. He basically killed stray cats and dogs in his neighborhood, and once apparently he threw a cat into his furnace just to watch it die in
Just to
horrible.
watch the cat burn. Some people just want to watch the cat burn. It's not funny. It's horrible.
Chap. Apparently, they're really nice if you weren't one of his targets. The neighbors, everything loved him. His wife, she knew something was going on, but she didn't want to ask because she'd have just got punched in the face.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, yeah. So on one side, like his home life and barbecues with the neighbors and things. He loved having a barbecue, and everyone was like how great he was. And he could be really generous with his time and money, and nothing was too much for him to do. But if you pissed him off, or if you were on his list of people to kill, then yeah, maybe not so good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, very interesting podcast. I'm quite enjoying it. I'm hoping there's going to be more episodes to do with people that I haven't heard of.
Right. Yeah.
But then I have been listening to a lot of the last podcast on the left, and they've gone through quite a lot of complete and utter nut jobs. So
yeah, but like I listened to cults and serial killers and stuff, and like they're just getting around to some of the people that last podcast have done. They just did BTK not that long ago,
yeah,
and yeah, they've done a lot of them that last podcast hasn't done. Actually, they just did fuck, what was his name? Who did they just do? Oh wait, do you still listen to serial killers?
yeah.
Okay, it should have been like their last one they did. I can't remember though. But it was another one that last podcast covered quite a while ago now. Probably
The Jacksonville Cannibal. Otis Tool.
Yeah, Otis Tool. That's what it was. Yeah, yep. Yeah, that was interesting to like get the different takes on because last podcast did that fairly recently, and probably the past 6 months I think. But it was interesting to hear two different podcasts talk about it and see like maybe what one missed or whatnot. So pretty interesting.
Yeah, the thing is with having several podcasts going over the same subject, they don't always pick up on the same things. Some people find one aspect more interesting than another, so it's quite often you'll hear like a different take on what the important stuff was, compared with how the guys over at Last Podcast think. So that's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
and completely different life views between these different podcast
Yeah,
companies, I
and
guess.
definitely a less irreverent way of talking about it, and a hell of a lot less swearing.
Yeah, true. I do like whenever they're like, "There's gonna be explicit language on this show." Pure discretion advised, or listener discretion. Um, oh, that's another thing I just realized I didn't talk about. American Horror Story this week.
Ah,
This season has been the fucking best. I love it. Yeah, me and Stacey, like each week, like we're fucking talking about it, like just how like they're bringing all these different seasons together. It's fucking awesome. So, yeah, I'm gonna just say that this overall, like, not mo- probably every episode has something interesting in it, but like the last two have been pretty interesting, and even I would say extra interesting than a normal episode would be. So, it's still like the other ones are good, which I'm pretty happy about.
yeah, I think when it's finally finished, I'll be a series. I'll be getting the Blu-ray box set of.
Yeah, yeah. Man, that's gonna be a lot. Well, I wonder how many seasons they're gonna have.
I have
Hmm.
no idea.
I honestly don't know where they can go from here. um, but yeah. So actually, I don't know how many episodes are left. I'll have to look. Because I don't want it to end ever. Oh yeah, and I watched The Walking Dead, and apparently the shit. I can't remember his name. The guy who plays Rick Grimes only has 2 episodes left.
Yeah, apparently he's left a tweet saying goodbye until our paths cross again. So perhaps it's some. I don't know. Perhaps he comes back as a zombie.
No, he can't come back as a zombie. Nobody wants to see him as a zombie. We didn't see somebody else as a zombie, and I can't. I almost actually spoiled that because it happened last season. So, um, but yeah. Well, most people probably know what happened anyway. Um, so yeah, I believe that's it for TV. I've watched a lot of shit. Um, and I added Haunting on, or was it The Haunting of Hill House? I've
Yes.
added that to my list to watch because people are talking about that. And now everybody's fucking like every person that fucking comes on Discord is like, you should watch Big Mouth. You should watch Big Mouth. Stacy's like, I watched Big Mouth with this guy this other week, and it's really weird. I was like, yeah, I started watching the first episode. I was like, God damn it! Like everyone's fucking talking about Big Mouth, and I wasn't even gonna watch it, but because everyone's fucking saying shit about it, I kind of have to now, I guess. Um, Puberty Monsters.
Yeah, I've been watching a
That should
crap
be the
ton
title of
of
the show.
Red Dwarf as well,
Yeah, you have. But
which is awesome.
I believe that's it for everything else. Dan, did
Yep.
you try anything advertised in another podcast?
Um, no, nothing this week.
We did have a discussion on Discord about the Quip toothbrushes and other toothbrushes, and there's a train coming by. So, Dan, why don't you talk about the games you've been playing?
Okay, yeah, more Assassin's Creed, obviously. Absolutely great game. Loving it. It is quite slow, and there are some holes I'm finding in it. There are there are bits where you've got actions that can change the world that the game's set in, but after that, there's no upshot. So there's one quest where you've got to do something, and it's quite early on. And if you haven't got to it, maybe don't listen for the next 30 seconds. But basically, there's some people who have got a disease, and you have the choice whether or not to save them or to kill them. And I chose to save them, and I left the Southern Island, found out that it probably wasn't the greatest thing to do, and everyone's really ill. So I went back to the island to have a look around, check everything's all right, see if I could see the people that that I'd spent most of my life with on the island, the guy who looks after you and things like that. See if I could find him, see if he died or anything. And yeah, no new quests. There was nothing different apart from the fact there's some sick people wandering about. It, if it was another Witcher, there'd probably be like a secondary and a tertiary quest after that. So maybe if you can help people find a maid, get a cure or something. None of that in Assassin's Creed.
No, The Witcher
Uh,
didn't do that because there's that one thing. If you didn't make it in time to get the fucking person a potion, like the person died.
Yeah, but there's no option. There wasn't even any talking to someone about the fact that this plague happened. It didn't. There was no real, secondary things after that. All it did was basically make the people there look
Maybe they
ill.
didn't find it fast enough.
There weren't any quests to help cure that or anything. It was just, and apparently that
But they
people have
weren't
tried to.
sick.
They were sick.
No, they said they weren't sick.
They were sick.
Well,
Everyone
yeah,
died.
apparently they were. They
Lots of
killed
people died.
everybody.
Yeah, and so that was kind of annoying. There's no real, apart from seeing that things are a little bit worse on the island, you don't get anything else to do. See if you can make anything better. But yeah, there's this ridiculous amount of stuff. I tamed an alpha lion the other day, and I'm kind of running out of missions to do with that lion now because I can't take it on my ship. So yeah, I'm either gonna have to kill it or leave it be. But it's kind of cool. The lion he's nuts. He does so much damage. So yeah, it was pretty cool taming that one.
What is an alpha lion?
So if you've got like a cave with lions in it, there will be one that's like the alpha lion or the alpha wolf. The
Yeah,
one
they
in
normally
charge.
have that gold thing above their head or whatever.
Yeah, and they'll be tougher and they'll have more hit points. They'll have more health points. They'll be harder to kill and they'll find it easier to kill you. So yeah, then you get a reward for killing them. Of course, I haven't actually killed this one yet because I've tamed it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, pretty cool. There's a ton of stuff to do. It is a massive game, and yeah, another couple of massive games that I played this week. A little bit of Far Cry 5, just because I felt like shooting some cultists, basically. Have a bit of fun. And yeah, there's some new game on the consoles that everyone's going mad about. So I thought I'd give that a go.
I heard it's shit.
Too. I haven't played a huge amount of it. I am enjoying what I've played.
Have you looked at your horse's balls yet?
No, because my horse is female.
Ah,
So.
American Dan says his balls look great in 4K. I just made that up, but hey.
Yeah, I don't think they really needed to do that. I think that might have been a waste of time, effort, and money to make the horse's balls shrink in cold weather. That's
And don't they sway back and forth too?
I don't know. My horse is female.
I'm gonna watch videos of horse balls now. No, God, I should not go on the internet and look that up. I will be on some kind of list.
Yeah, you won't be finding that on YouTube.
Oh God.
You're on the dark web for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. Everything, it is absolutely beautiful. It's really stunning the amount of work and time that must have gone into this to produce this living, breathing environment, pretty much, that you're playing in.
The Wild West.
But there's some weird choices they've made. Like, in most games, if you've got a horse, you whistle for it, and basically it just spawns it behind you and it trots up to you. In Red Dead Redemption 2, if you whistle for your horse, it'll actually travel to you in real time from where you left it.
Oh God.
Yeah. Or you'll be too far away to whistle for it, and so you'll have to go back to a place closer to your horse so it can hear you.
That
Yeah, so that's a bit
sucks.
interesting.
Well, I guess you
Another
should take your
problem.
horse everywhere.
Well, yeah. One problem I've had. I don't know if it's only me being an idiot, but I keep pressing the wrong buttons, and it's not been going great. I've I bought this new horse, and I wanted to have a look at the stats, and I accidentally pressed the wrong button, and I punched my horse in the face, and then it kicked me
I think I want to
and ran
call
away.
the show Horse Puncher instead.
Um, yeah, so quite often when I come across stuff, I'm supposed to press left two on the PS4, but I press right two. I don't know why. It just feels like that should be the button, but it's not the button. That's the button that makes you punch the horse in the face. So yeah, that was interesting. And then I got my horse back, calmed down, petted it, and got the horse to like me a bit more
The
again.
love meter.
And get on the horse, trotting down the road, and this woman's calling for help. So I ride up towards it, and I slow down next to her, and I go to look at her, but I don't press the right button to look at her. I did pretty much what I did with my horse, except now when I pressed the right two button, I whipped out my gun and shot her. So, so yeah, it's not going well. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I've shot several people by mistake because I
You're gonna
keep
have the
pressing.
biggest bounty on your head by the end of the game.
Yeah, and it kind of saves all the time. So there's no real getting away from having accidentally shot someone.
Right.
She was trapped on her own horse, so I guess.
Yeah, she
that was a
probably
massive
broke
human-
like the bottom half of her body. She was gonna be a paraplegic for the rest of her life. You made the right decision.
Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. Apparently, if you're doing a mission where you're stealing stuff and you steal stuff from, like, say you're on a train or something, and you're robbing the train and there's people on the train, you rob the people on the train, you get more bad karma points.
Mm.
But it's like you're stealing stuff anyway. I mean, that's what a train hold up is. You get everyone to hand over the stuff. I mean, okay, they're there to rob the train, but you might as well get a little extra on the side, right?
Right.
But yeah, apparently that makes you more notorious. So I'm not sure. I haven't played a huge amount. A couple of hours today, a couple of hours yesterday, pretty much. So it's still really early days on it. But yeah, it's pretty good fun. I'm enjoying it a lot.
That's good.
And yeah, the last game, more Starlink Battle for Atlas. I'm still flying around the planet, clearing up the stuff, and having fun with it. Haven't progressed in the story. I've just been flying around, fixing up observatories and doing like little side quests and stuff. There's a ridiculous amount of stuff in that game as well. I'll probably stream some of it for Extra Life, come to think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, next week.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for me. Lots of really good games that I've been playing, and they're probably never going to finish. So, yeah.
Yeah,
what about
I
you?
got a lot of stuff to play. Like I said, I only watched stuff this week. So, I did play Monster Hunter World last night until like 2:30 in the morning with Stacy because since she got the new PS4, she has to go from the beginning all the way up to where we were again. So, I basically like rushed her ass about halfway through the game. So, I guess we're going to probably play more today if I don't get to go see Halloween, which seems like it's not going to happen. And if her friends don't go out with her to Dave and Buster's. So maybe playing that all day, or for the rest of the day, or whatever. So, yeah, that's all I did this week with games. So, I guess we can move on to the news. But before we do that, I'm stopping the stream because the audio is so bad. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to understand half of what you said. I mean, I can't understand half of what you say sometimes. So I'm gonna stop the stream, and we'll just have the recorded one So if people can make it through this part, we'll be good. But yeah.